Hi everyone, it's Dr. Tracey Adams, and here is your emotional intelligence tip for the day. I want to talk about empathy and how to be empathetic with one another. I had a situation happen over the weekend where my 17-year-old went to pick up a friend of hers. Now, my 17-year-old is a straight A student. She is always on the up and up. We have an amazing relationship. We're very open. We are very honest with one another. And she has been driving for about a year. She's a very responsible young lady, and she's saving for a car. So over the weekend, she went and picked up a friend of hers and came home that night and came into my bedroom and said, you know, Mom, I'm thinking I'm not going to buy my own car. I know I've been saving, but I'm not going to buy my own car. And I said, why? And she said, well, because I'm going to have to take the money that I have saved and I'm going to have to pay for your car. And I thought, oh no, what happened? And she said, I backed into a pole when I was picking up Anna. And I was, the anger was so intense. Like, I was mad, I was disappointed. This is my baby, my car. This car has so much meaning to me. It was the first luxury brand name car that I've ever bought. One, that I ever bought paying cash. Two. And so to have a ding on my beautiful car, I know it sounds shallow, but I was really upset. And then she could see it on my face, right? Because I do teach my kids how to read. It's called empathy accuracy. And when you're reading someone's body language and their facial expressions, you can sort of guess what is going on for them on the inside. And she could guess what was going on the inside. And then she just started talking faster. Well, there was a bush there and the pole was behind the bush and I didn't see it in the parking lot, blah, 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 and I just couldn't hear it. Like my amygdala was already hijacked. I could not hear anything that she was saying. So I just said, you need to go to your room. I can't talk about it. I just can't talk about it. I just need to sit and just meditate on this. I just cannot verbally articulate what's happening here. And so she went on her way. And of course, what I do as the emotional intelligence expert, I don't eat over it. I don't shop over it. I don't drink over it. I don't distract over it. I call a girlfriend. And part of the curriculum that I teach around tribe building is knowing which girlfriend to call when you need help. Now, I do have some girlfriends that will kick my butt and say, no crying in baseball, you get back in the arena, brush yourself off, put some dirt on it, and get back in there. But I also have a group of girlfriends who have very deep empathy. And so I called one of those girlfriends with empathy because I really didn't want to emotionally bypass my anger. I was raised in a family where as a girl, you were not allowed to get angry. And if you cried or if you were angry, you needed to go to your room. So I called my girlfriend Lisa and I told her the situation. And she was, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so tragic. Oh, totally. Like, part of the skill of empathy is using 3 specific practices. And I want to share with you those 3 practices that Lisa used on me that totally worked. Now, again, I'm not saying we wallow in our anger, but I just needed someone to hold that space for me until I could get to the point of no one was hurt. She didn't hit someone else. She's okay. The car will live. My ego, my bruised ego will live. That this beautiful car has got a ding in it. It's all good, right? But before I get there were 3 things that Lisa did for me as my girlfriend, and I will tell you. The first one is that she noticed and named my feelings. Now, she was on the phone, but she could hear it in my voice tone. She could listen to the words I was saying. She knew I was mad, and she noticed and named my feelings. Tracey, you sound mad. Oh, honey, I get ya, right? Like, she just noticed and named what was going on. She didn't try to fix it. She didn't try to talk me out of it. She just noticed and named. So that's the first step, is noticing and naming someone else's feelings. The next one is validating those feelings. So again, she doesn't try to take them away from me. She doesn't try to talk me into feeling differently or trying to console my daughter, who's obviously upset. I mean, when we came back together, my daughter was in tears and she's crying because she hates to upset me as well. But before that, right, all she needed to do was just validate my emotional experience. yes, Tracey, you have every right to be mad and disappointed and oh, your poor car, right? That's empathy. She didn't try to fix it. She didn't try to change it. And then the third and final step is just to acknowledge my process, right? I'm so proud of you, Tracey. You're just moving through this so well, because she knows I'm going to move in and heal that relationship with my daughter. Even though we had like a little bit of a trigger with one another, she knows, she just acknowledges my process. Again, not trying to fix it. So this, my friends, is part of emotional intelligence, because had Lisa not been okay with anger or disappointment or had judgments that somehow I was being, a prima donna about my, luxury car getting dinged, she could not hold that container for me to just be who I am. And that's part of emotional maturity, is allowing someone to be who they are, whether it's Democrat or Republican, whether it's right or left, whether it's up or down, whether it's white, black, or blue. It's allowing someone else to be in their own experience without trying to fix it and change it. Everything is okay. Everyone's safe here. Thank you. Thank you. With that, thrive on, everyone.